Thanks for joining me. This is the AllPowers S2000 power station, along with their SPO33 200 watt foldable solar panels. They asked me if I'd like to do a review on these, and I told them I would, and I'm going to tell you why I agreed to it. Because I have a lot of people that comment and email me and ask me, for older people or people who aren't into solar, who hasn't owned a power station or solar panels, has no idea nothing about it, but would love to have something for a backup for the refrigerator, microwave, lights, TV. And this right here, to me, suits the people who want to get into solar but don't know nothing about it, because it's literally a plug and play. There's nothing to think about. AllPowers has made this so simple that anybody can do it, even if you have no clue about solar at all. And that's the main reason why I agreed to do the review, because a lot of your power stations, you got to buy your own solar panels. And if you don't know nothing about your volts, your amps, your watts, you just get lost in it. I know when I first started, I was totally lost. And it took a good while for me to actually learn and pick it up. But this right here makes it simple. AllPowers is going to have this package right here on their website. And I'm going to leave a link in the description. And you can get both pieces right here for a really good deal. And we'll talk about that later. But I was just going to show you this right here. You get your warranty card, 5 years. You ain't got no problem about them backing it up. They're pretty good about their warranty. Right here is your owner's manual. Very well illustrated. Shows you the screen right there. QR code for your phone app. I mean, it shows you everything you need. Gives you a nice little cardboard folder to put all your paperwork in. The unit itself. You get a nice little zip up pouch for your accessories. This here is your AC cord to plug it up to the wall. You plug this end up right here in the back. We'll get to that later. Right here is your lighter port. Hook up to your car lighter. That way when you're traveling, you can charge it. And then it has a XT60 in to plug in right here. And that's what charges it. Right here, they have sent you a nice weatherproof cover. That way, if you have it outside, you can keep it out of the weather. A few little sprinkles won't hurt it. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant. We'll put that on and show you real quick. Right there is the cover. That way you can cover it, keep the raindrops off of it or the dust, even the sun. Easy access, a little Velcro right here. And on the sides, you just fold it back. But if I was going to use it with the cover on, I would definitely unzip it. That way the airflow can go through the fans. That way it don't overheat. The AllPowers S2000, it is a 1500 watt hour, 2000 watt continuous output, a 4000 watt surge, which that really surprised me. Again, 5-year warranty. It has a BMS system, has ternary lithium NMC nickel magnesium cobalt batteries. They're not the phosphate, but on their website they do say they are 2500 plus cycles. Right here is your power button. Does your on and off. If your screen goes to sleep, you just click it once, it will come back on. Right here is your AC power button. It turns on your 120 volt receptacles. You have 4 and they are true grounded. Right here is your DC button. This turns on all your DC right here. Right here you have a lighter port, and this is 13 volt 10 amp. Most are 12 volt, but they have brought this one up to 13 volt. 2 USB-C 100 watt. You have 4 quick charge USB-A 18 watt. Right here, this is your Solar Connect XT60. You just plug your solar panels straight into here. On the side, you have an intake fan for airflow. On the back, you have your AC cord connect to plug into the wall. It can bring in up to 400 watts. On this side, we have our exhaust fan. Again, the fan brings air through it to cool off the batteries so it don't overheat. You have 2 nice aluminum alloy handles, good ABS structured plastic all the way around. So why don't we hook this up to a few appliances and see it running? Just get a feel for it. Let's try the S2000 on my microwave just to see how it can handle it. I'm going to plug it up. Turn on the AC. It's on. So let's hit 2 minutes. (1,121 watts, 1,608 watts. It's handling that easy. Again, this is 2,000 watt output, so we're good there. It can definitely run the microwave. Let's try the air fryer now, just to see if it can handle it. So let's plug this up. Turn on the AC. Got power. Let's try chicken. (1,152 watts, 1,496, 1,500, 1,497. So it's going to hang around the 1,500 mark. Well, it's definitely running it. So if you're worried about an air fryer, the S2000 by AllPowers passes that test. Let's try the induction stove, just see if it can pass. And I've got a little pan of water right there. Let's plug it up. Turn the AC on. Turn on the power. Hit this side. I'm going to hit 8. (985 watts, 1,045 watts. Let's bump it up all the way. 1,134, 1,156 watts, 55. It's handling it perfect. So if you're looking to cook when the power goes out off of an induction stove, hey, this is a great power station. Let's try an electric kettle. They draw pretty good juice. Let's see how it can handle it. Let's plug it up. So far, this thing has run great since I've had it. I've put it through the mill, but I believe this would make anybody a good power station. Got the power on. Let's see what it draws. 192, 941 watts. 949. Dropping just a little, 944. So definitely an electric water kettle, no problem. Now let's try my Keurig coffee pot It draws some juice. Let's give it a whirl. All right, power station's at 93%. Let's plug this up. Turn on the AC. Turn the coffee pot on. Takes just a second. I'm sorry about that. 977 watts. Now it jumped to 1264. It's a boiling the water. Seems to be handling it just fine. We're going to give it a second, let the water come out. I just want y'all to know that it will run a coffee pot. So far, it has run everything that I have thrown at it. This thing has really surprised me because I've seen this unit on a lot of YouTube videos. So I figured it's got to be popular, and I see why. I mean, the 4,000 watt surge, that right there tells me that this will handle just about anything off of 120 volt. We're at 1248 watts. But this thing has run great. And I'll tell you what, just to point out while we're sitting here, the little dust water cover for your lighter port, I'm flat going to tell you, that's the tightest one I've ever seen. Ain't no water going to get into that at all. The water's starting to come out. So this thing will definitely run your coffee pot, no problem. It's heating back up, 1264. 1273 watts. So, hey, there you go. I don't know what else to tell you, but this thing will run about anything that you can hook up to it on 120 volt. Now let's talk about the SPO33 200 watt foldable panels by AllPowers. Nice canvas. You've got two buckles to keep it together. It has legs that when you set it up, you can angle it. Let's stretch it out and I'll give you a peek at it. Now I just want you to see how long they really are. You've got 4 panels, 50 watts each, so 200 total. You've got these little hook grommets all over it on both sides. That way you can hang it or strap it down, maybe to your RV or outside of your RV or camper when you're camping. But that way it don't blow away. Let's turn it around and give you a peek. This is the back side. And as you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 legs that come out. They're Velcroed. And that way you can tip it. And that way it's angled for the sun. Right here is your zipper pouch to keep all your cables in. Let me unzip this and give you a little peek at it. It just opens right up. That's the silicone packs. You've got your MC4 cables. They go into it right there. You can't take these off, which is a good thing. You won't lose them. Instructions. They give you different size adapters. If you have other power stations, you can use these. Right here is an extension cable. MC4 attaches to your panel right here. Only one way to put them on. To your XT60, which goes into your power station. So it's very simple. You can't mess it up even if you wanted to. You just simply plug them up and then plug it up to your power station. And right here is another little extension they give you, just in case you have another power station that takes a barrel port to hook up your panels. You hook up your MC4 to your solar panels. then you hook this end up, the barrel port, to your other power station. And if this ain't the right size, that's why they send you these right here. That way you can make it fit your other power stations. So you get all of that in this solar panel kit. Now, as far as charging, the AC is 400 watt input, roughly 4 hours. The solar is 500 watt input with 12 volt at the low and 70 volt at the high, approximately 3 hours with really good sun. But you can double it up with solar and AC at 900 watts, and that takes about 1.6 hours. And you can hook a gas generator up to this to charge it if need be. It weighs 32 pounds. It has an internal brick. You don't have that big charging brick on the outside that you got to lug around. And again, the AC plugs are true grounded. Now for DC, just a short press turns on your DC. Long press does your Bluetooth. Long press to turn Bluetooth off. And short press to turn DC off. Long press again for AC. And again, long press to turn AC off. And then long press on your power button to turn it off. Now, if you're wondering if this can handle a full-size double-door refrigerator, let's check it out. Again, no power. Let's plug it up. Turn on the AC. It just beeped. Right there you go. So it definitely will handle a double door refrigerator. This also has pass-through charging, which means you can charge it by AC or solar, plus use it at the same time. It also has UPS function, which is uninterrupted power supply. You can leave this hooked up when you go away for a weekend or so. Hook it up your refrigerator. That way, if the power goes off, this will flip over and run your refrigerator till the power comes back on. So the first thing we do for uninterrupted power supply, again, if you're leaving, you want to make sure your refrigerator stays on during an outage, or a computer, oxygen concentrator, CPAP, whatever it may be. There's 2 steps. First step is to plug in the power station to the wall. You plug the cord right here in the back of the power station. You plug it in at the wall. You'll see it start to charge. Then you take your refrigerator or desktop computer, laptop, oxygen concentrator, CPAP, whatever you want to keep going during an outage. Then you plug it up to the power station and turn your AC on. It just kicked on. And I'm going to try to show you here. Now let's demonstrate the power going off. Because right now, my house electric is running the refrigerator. It's coming through the cord, coming through the power station, and running the refrigerator. It is charging the power station also. But when I unplug it, demonstrating a power outage, this will flip over to UPS mode in 15 milliseconds or less, and it'll start running the refrigerator. So let's demonstrate. I'm going to unplug it, demonstrating a power outage. Just see if you can see the light blink. There you go. Now, I didn't even see it blink. That's how fast it takes over. So if you're leaving for the weekend, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because this will run your refrigerator, laptop, whatever it may be, until either the power comes back on or the battery runs dead. One of the two. We'll plug it back up as if the power came back on. And you'll see it start charging again. Now the wall electric is running my refrigerator again. And that's how you do UPS. So again, this is the AllPowers S2000 power station, 1500 watt hours, 2000 watt output continuous, and a 4000 watt surge peak power. That is a lot of power. So far, this thing has took everything I've thrown at it. I believe this is a decent little power station, and especially for those people who are wanting to get into solar that don't know nothing about it. This is an easy on and off, plug and play. There's no thinking to it. And AllPowers has took care of you because they are making this deal a package. When you buy a power station, you're always scared, what solar panels am I going to get to put with it? What's the voltage? What's the watts? And it is scary because you're sinking a lot of money into it. Here, they're putting these together. All you have to do is plug this into right there. That is it. There is nothing to it, nothing to think about. That way you can charge your power station when you're traveling, RV life, camping, or just at home with an emergency. Good little backup again for your refrigerator, induction stove, lights, phones, laptops, oxygen concentrator, whatever you may have. Now, they're putting this at a good price. Can't remember everything, so I wrote it down. In the description, there is a link to AllPowers. It'll take you to this package right here. And they're going to let you have it for $898.20. Now, at normal price, the power station is $799. The 200 watt panels are $199. And I've looked around to get a 200 watt foldable panels, you're talking around $350. And that can be off brands or normal brands, but you know, good brands are even higher. So they're giving you a great little deal right here, a good little package. Total cost of this right here is $898.20. But I've also got a code that you can put in at checkout on AllPowers, and it'll give you a savings of $99.80. You might as well say knock $100 off. So I'm just telling you, if you don't want to have to think about it and worry about hooking it up to solar, something that'll give you plenty of power, this is something to look at and check out. It's got all the power you need. So just wanted to bring that to you. Again, this is the AllPowers S2000 with the 200 watt foldable panels, model SPO33. Check it out yourself. But again, the link is in the description and my code. Look at it, check it out. I thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not. I appreciate you stopping by, and God bless.